Hi there and welcome back to Japan and more BAND-MAID as we jump in trying to build up this list of hearing as many or all the famous songs by them I can, all of the things which are really singles or music videos are just popular. I've listened to you guys' recommendations. Now I'm trying to also listen a little bit to what YouTube's recommendations are to see what the general populace are listening to. Try and get a view of what BAND-MAID is in the bigger public eye. That intro lost momentum quick. Anyway, so we're going to be listening today to Start Over, which is a relatively short song at 3.5 minutes, which should be quite interesting. So hopefully a lot of energy here, or just something very interesting and compact. So Start Over, here we go. Fingers crossed. Just, again, I always say this before BAND-MAID songs, but my general opinion of them has been always from sort of, this is good, all the way up to, oh my god, this is amazing. So for me, their bar is set very high. Excuse me if you're new to this, I am going to be extra critical with them because I like them that much. Here we go. Oh, bar fight. She's not in the band, is she? Oh, there's piano. Oh my god, what's going on? Ooh, Jesus.
Simple.
There's virtually nowhere to speak because it's so funky, there's so much going on. I mean, it's really just so interesting. I guess it's just sort of simple funk, but it's very well executed. This is a nice build-up.
Give a fuck, people again.
Yeah, it's finished. We've got 10 seconds. I always let it play through nowadays because you get some shocks at the end. It's just the logo. Okay, good. Alright, oh geez, there's a lot to unpack there. Alright, usually I start with the video, I'm going to start with the song this time. I was so happy when it came in with the piano because, ironically, I should have said it. I've been saying it at the beginning of so many of the other BAND-MAID reviews recently because I've been, like I say, cramming a lot of their songs to try and build up a bit of a list. I kind of always say at the beginning, their songs always fit within a range, good to amazing, and they always sort of fit within a similar sound and genre, but saying that, you know, within those things I'm looking for differences in writing. This threw me for a bit of a six, because I was like, okay, well, let's wait for the guitar riff, which always starts off the song, and then the piano came in. It's like, oh my god, okay. And then just it developed. The rest of the band came in. It's very funky. Bass player Misa. There's only been like sort of 15 million songs. I'm starting to remember who's who. The bass player did a fantastic job there. I've said sometimes with both the bassist and the guitarist that they walk this fine line between being very talented and adding a lot of flavour to the songs, and sometimes creeping over into being overly active and maybe doing too much. In this particular case, though, I mean, her contributions were perfect and actually really made it. The piano was very simple, and because it was the guitarist, actually, was lead guitarist who was playing piano, wasn't it? And then, you know, the bass really added a lot to that. The drumming, as always, fantastic. She's brilliant on every single song, I think, the drummer. The vocal melody was, as always, well delivered. I don't think it was one of the most catchy ones, but it was catchy. I mean, they have got some incredibly catchy songs. So, again, bar set very high there, but that was a catchy song nonetheless. I thought that, yeah, I can see, I'd be really particularly interested in fan opinions on this one, because I think this is one of those ones where it could be drawn as being critical of going too much into a sort of the general pop funk sort of thing that's happening. Kind of, I mean, some people are going to get really offended when I say this, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of where Maroon 5 were for a while. That sort of rock band appeasing a pop funk sound, but not because they're forced to so much as just that's a thing that they can do, which is more poppy. So they're kind of trying it to maybe, you know, usher in a few more sales. I don't know if that's the case here. I mean, to be honest, it looked like it was so well executed, although they are such fantastic musicians anyway. It looked so well executed that I can't help but feel that that was just something they were doing. But, and again, sorry for the stereotypes, but, you know, I just got to say what I see. The introduction of the fact that there was two people who were clearly, from what I could tell, clearly not Japanese, ethnically speaking, in the video, did sort of make me think, in a way that's kind of nice. It's a nice touch to have a more international feel, but I did wonder, I've heard recently about them signing deals with Western companies. I don't know how old this song is in relation to that, but signing deals for Western distribution. I did wonder whether this whole video and the whole song were maybe trying to appease more of a Western market. Again, really interested to see what you guys think. I think in a way that'll work. I personally felt, I don't know that, I mean, obviously we just listened to the music here. I don't know, I'd say I felt appeased. I certainly didn't care about the race of the people in the video at all, but I did feel that the song maybe tapped into a lot of the things that I liked more from Western music. And, you know, you can get that from Japanese music, a sort of style of funk, but it is more of a well-recognised thing in that sort of American market. Anyway, moving basically to the point there. So, yeah, I have some interesting questions about where the song's angle is, why they went for that style and everything. But if the basic question is, what was that song like, which is what the question should be. I mean, at the end of the day, take it all the way, it's down. Is it a good song? That's actually one of the best songs I've heard by them. I really like that. It's a real strong contender for my list, my top 5 list. It's 5. I'm still aiming at 5. My top 5 list. That's a real strong contender for it, because I just felt it showcased a side to them that we haven't seen. We've seen like BAND-MAID with them using the traditional Japanese sounds. We've seen them being really rock. We've heard them doing more fun songs, more serious songs. But that is a real strong contender for one of the more interesting ones. And I just loved hearing them doing that, especially considering when you've got a really good bassist. A really good bassist is great in a rock band, but a really good bassist in a funky band or in a pop band, that's something more noticeable. And I think that was nice because we saw her, I think, in this song, her talent was more showcased. Even if she wasn't doing anything quite as showy as she might have done in other songs, I think her talent was more showcased in this than it has been in many of the other ones I've seen. And I think she really got to make this song rather than making the most of a song that was happening perhaps more on the guitar and vocal side of things, even the drums. That's just my opinion, just from what I'm thinking. Again, I think this one's going to spark some really interesting conversations, so I really hope you guys get on this, and I'll try and comment as much as I can, although nowadays it can be hard, like I've said before, with all of the increase in views. Thank you for that, but I want to come back with good replies, which can be difficult when there's so much to talk about and so many people talking. I will try to come back to the regulars first. You know who you are. But any interesting comment, I'm reading them all. I'm reading them all, even if I don't get time to reply. I will quickly cap off by talking about the video. Because the video was really, really, really pants. Sorry, that was not a good video. I know in a lot of ways it just ticks the normal box of how most of their videos work, like sort of a five cameras or 5 shots done at relatively still angles of them performing, and then something over the top. But it was boringly filmed. The sets were boring. It was boringly filmed. They didn't make the most of the band energy. The band was really energetic, and it didn't come across in the video. The bit with the 2 people together, like I say, in a way, it's kind of, I don't really care about the race of people, but it's nice and charming to have. Maybe just for a bit of a difference, like One OK Rock have started doing this big time. Like everyone in their videos now is like American. I think it is nice to see a little bit of an international thing thrown in there. Not that it's a particularly big deal, but the thing that those 2 actors were doing was just, what is this? Oh, they're having an argument. Oh, they've knocked some stuff over. Oh, now it's gone back to colour and it's all reversing. I mean, are we second year film students or something? That was totally uninteresting. Felt totally tacked onto the video. Like, I would have just rather seen the band perform it, to be honest. I'd have rather seen the band perform the song. And yeah, just everything about that video just felt like a total waste of a really interesting song. But the song itself was good. One thing, actually, you probably saw me cringe. I need to tack this onto the end of my review as well. There's so much to talk about. I was really shocked at the end. I think she actually sings like one of there's like little breaks of English lyrics, and I think she just says "fuck you" at one point. And I was kind of taken by that because, like I've said, I mean, for me, I'm kind of at that probably the perfect point for reviewing these things, and that I can understand Japanese if I sit down and take the time to, and I'm a little bit slow, so slow understanding. So when it comes to song lyrics, I rarely can pick up song lyrics on the fly, especially in like a rock song or a fast-moving song. So the English lyrics stand out. So if you're going to use tiny portions, you need to be a little bit careful about how you do it, especially if they are appealing to a Western market. To have something where most Westerners wouldn't be able to pick up the lyrics on the fly, and then suddenly out of nowhere, "fuck you" comes out. It's like, oh, wait, hold up. This was a nice little song. Where's this coming from? Maybe it's because we're not getting the tone of it all, but I think there needs to be a little bit of wisdom with how you apply those kind of words, Yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm not really offended by swearing myself, but it did just feel like a sudden out-of-character moment considering how fun and lively the song had felt. But then again, that might tie in more with why the music video was so bloody miserable. So yeah, final analysis. Really interesting. That's point 1. Really interesting to know what the angle of this song was. Would love to know what the story behind it is. Hear more from you guys about what's going on with the band, because I think I'm imagining this is a very recent one. I'm imagining it paints a bit of a picture of where they're going. Although I'm not saying they're going to turn into more of a pop group, but Point 2, when it comes to the music, absolutely loved the song. Really, really refreshing to hear something different from them after all this time. It's really nice to hear something that stands out from the rest of their catalogue. That was the word I was looking for the other day. I said portfolio, I was looking for catalogue. And as for the video, just would rather have seen a live video of that, to be honest. And I do mean live dubs, like I'd have just rather seen them in that room that they were in performing it. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about that, I think. God, there was a lot to say about that. Oh my God, for such a short song, this has been an incredibly long reaction. Anyway, for now, from Japan, ciao, and yeah, get back to me. Yeah, you know how this works. Talk! There'll be more BAND-MAID soon. I'm on a swivel chair, by the way, in case you're wondering why I keep on disappearing out of shot, because the chair is actually sliding away. Shit. Oh, fuck. Hold on.